Faye, are you already on your way over to my new house?
Hello, Anderson. And yeah, I should be arriving there in a few more minutes. Did something happen that I should know about?
While I was on my way back home today, an emergency case opened up. I was able to get the most of the preliminary work done, but there's still a bit to go now, so I'm not in a place to make it back home anytime soon. In other words, I don't think I'll be home in time to see you today.
Oh, is that so?
I'm sorry about this. Especially since you're coming all the way out here to see our new place.
Don't worry about it. You are a doctor after all, and in your line of work, you pretty much have to be ready for anything to happen at the hospital and be there for it. I'm guessing that Natasha is home right now, right?
She is. I told her a little bit ago about how I'm going to be coming home a little late today.
Then I'll just stop by the house to give her the gift I planned on giving you both, and then I'll head on home. I'd feel bad staying over longer without you home, since Natasha and I aren't super close yet.
Oh? You planned on bringing us a gift as well, then? That's really sweet of you.
I actually got a request from Natasha a little while back for an all-electric bike. She told me that you always use the car to go to work and whatnot, so she needed something to get herself around town.
You're telling me that Natasha requested something like that, then? I'm surprised to hear that she asked for you to get her something like that, though.
Well, where the both of you are living now, there are a lot of hills and such that are hard to walk up and down when going to and from home. Anyway, I'm already close to your house, so I'll just drop it off with her and then be on my way.
If you say so. Well, thank you. And tell your husband I say thanks as well for the gift.
No worries.
I have to get back to work now, okay?
Good luck today.
Alright, thank you, Faye.
Natasha, good afternoon. Right now I'm outside in front of your brand new house. Huh? You came all the way out here? That's right. Right now I have something to hand off to you. You are home now, right? Because I had rang the doorbell a few times already, but you didn't come to answer the door, so I decided I needed to text you that I'm here. Well, I am home right now. Did you not hear anything from your older brother about today? I heard from him that there was an emergency at the hospital that he had to go back for and that he wouldn't be home until later tonight. But when he told me that, I was already on the road to here. And so I thought it'd be alright to just swing by and drop off this gift I have for you. I'm sorry if I'm getting in the way of your time, but if you don't mind, can you come to the front door and get this gift? I'm sure you can already understand by just looking at the size of this house, but I am all the way at the back of the house right now, and coming all the way to the front door is a bit of a pain. I am here with the gift to celebrate you guys in your new place, so if you don't mind just coming to grab it from me. Then can you just leave it next to the front door for me? What? It's not like whatever you brought me is going to spoil in the next hour or two, right? Well, you are right about that, but... Oh, perhaps you actually wanted to come inside the house? No, I don't have to come inside or anything like that. Well, listen, I don't really want to be showing everyone the inside of this massive house right now. I can understand anyone wanting to get a look at what the inside of the place is like, but I really only want people coming in while my husband is around to watch them. But if you really, really do want to come inside and have a look around at the inside of this modern and exciting house, then you'll have to pay me a $10,000 entrance fee. A $10,000 entrance fee? You shouldn't be surprised by that amount, though, right? Your brother is a doctor, after all, and to us, $10,000 is like chump change that we can pay at any moment to get where we please. What are you talking about right now? If you're not going to be able to pay that, then go home. I only came here today to hand you guys a gift to celebrate you both getting this new house. But for some reason, I'm having a hard time understanding why you're being so stubborn about coming to grab it from me. In other words, if you want to come into this house with your brother and I and live here, you have to be able to afford the life we both live. So that's why I'm asking you to pay me that $10,000 to get in here. It's a test. This house has that kind of luxurious feel to it that it requires people to pay up to be within it. Now, if that price is going to be too much for you, then you need to leave. Understood. I'm going home now. And I'll make sure to take that gift from you. I'm sure that the gift itself isn't that big of a deal, but I'd at least like you to open up the door and place it in the entrance. This gift isn't as small as you might think it is, so I'm going to leave it in front of the door. And then get lost, you moneyless loser! What I was able to get for your guys' gift is something that you had requested, and it's pretty expensive as well, so make sure to come out and get it soon before someone tries to steal it. Huh? I'm going now.
Faye? I'm sorry about today.
No worries. It's all good.
Also, thank you for bringing that electric bike over for Natasha. Just a second ago, I took it for a test ride around the block on all those hills, and man, is this bike so much better than having to walk up those hills.
Well, I'm just glad the thing works for you guys, and is very convenient.
Also, one other thing I wanted to mention. I saw that you didn't even come inside the house today to drop off the gift, right? That's what I assumed, considering the bike was sitting outside the front door when I got home.
Huh? Well, it seemed that today Natasha didn't have time to come to the front door to get the gift from me. That's what she told me anyway when we texted earlier. So I just told her that I'd leave it out front on the porch so that she could grab it when she had time while I went back home. And that was all.
Is that right? I was looking in the fridge earlier and noticed that my favorite juice and my leftover cake had gone missing, and I assumed you had eaten them. Also, there is this smell coming from the living room. It's like the smell of cigarettes or something.
Well, I was never able to come into the house, so I wasn't there to eat or drink anything, and you know I don't smoke. Not even my husband smokes, so I'm not sure who did that.
You are right about that. Alright then.
Listen, Anderson, I feel that this has something to do with what was going on within your house today, and my husband would really like to talk with you about it.
Huh? Lance has something he wants to talk with me about?
He said that he'd like to talk with you when Natasha is not around.
Alright. Tomorrow I'm going to be off duty, and Natasha is going to be out of the house with some of her friends in the morning. I won't be home until later that evening. So if he comes over sometime in the middle of the day, it should just be me here.
Lance is telling me that that time works for him as well.
Then how about we do lunch while he talks with me about whatever he has to say?
Is it alright if I come along as well?
I don't care.
Then the two of us will start heading over tomorrow and be there around noon.
Okay. Faye, thank you so much for the other day. And tell Lance that I say thanks as well for coming over here.
No, you don't have to be thankful for anything. I'm sorry that Lance had to give all that information to you straight then. You only just started to live in that new house of yours, so it must hurt to hear about all of this.
Well, it's a lot better to know about this sort of stuff instead of continuing to live in the dark. And to tell you the truth, after hearing about all of that, I started to look deeper around the house and proof of everything started to appear. So with everything I've found, I'm going to start doing something about it. I think this will all be handled within a month or so. I'm really sorry, but until things are handled, I'd like you both to act as though nothing is going on.
Alright. If you need anything else from us, just let me know. We'd both be happy to help, and having to sit through this all by yourself is not always the best way of handling it.
Alright. If there's something I need you guys for, I'll let you both know.
Anderson? Now, what the hell is this? Don't you be telling me good morning like that. Why is there divorce paperwork sitting here? What are you talking about? I haven't done jack to make you want to divorce me like this.
From what I found out, you've been cheating on me with one of my friends.
Huh?
I'm sure that sitting right next to those divorce papers is a stack of papers that point to with said friend of mine. And there should also be some contact information from my lawyer. There are some pictures and stuff in there as well for you to look at of you cheating on me. So make sure you give all those a good look.
You're kidding me. How are you able to figure all of this out?
Well, it all started on the day my little sister came over with that gift she wanted to give you to celebrate the new house. On that day, you wanted to have your friend leave the house before I got home. And so, while my sister was also on her way back home, she saw him running through the backyard and jumping the fence. And also, for some reason, when my sister wanted to come in to hand you the present, you said it cost her $10,000 to get into the house. And while you were telling her all that stuff, she said she could hear someone on the second floor running around in panic. And as she turned around to leave, that man came out of the second-story window out. And when that was happening, the husband was standing to the side of the house and got a great look at your friend jumping before.
You're telling me that Lance came along with her?
Well, you asked Faye to get you that electric bike as the gift. And to move that whole box, she needed her husband with her to help.
I never even knew he was around. Wait, I just realized something.
I'm not telling you. I'm going to have my lawyer get in between us before I talk with you anymore in person. And if you have anything to say to me before we divorce, you'd be better off talking to my lawyer about it than me.
Wait! I'm going to break things off with him.
Even if you do leave me, I already know that you're not loyal to me. And that fact will never go away.
I'm asking you to please at least rethink getting a divorce. Hey, come on now. You and I only just started to live inside that massive new house. If you divorce me and kick me out, you'll be all alone in that vast open house with nobody around you, right? Won't you get really lonely living a life like that?
I'm getting ready to sell this place and move somewhere else.
Huh?
I'm so glad I was able to pay off that loan in one lump payment. And so with all that being said, I'd like you to get the hell out of my house once I'm finally divorced you.
But that's... I was finally able to have the house of my dreams. And I've been the wife of a doctor for a while now, so my life was going to be perfect. What the heck is this? Huh? Natasha? What do you want with me all of a sudden? I am standing right outside your house right now. I have been trying to find out where Anderson ran off to hide from me, and since I knew your address, I thought I'd come over and see if he was here. What is with this massive mansion? This place is even bigger than the house I was living in with Anderson. Why the heck are you living in such a huge house like this with even better furnishings than my old house? Are you actually making that much money? Huh? Did we never talk about this before? This is the house of my grandma before she had passed away, leaving it to me. I was always around to watch over her during the last few years, and so as a thank you, she gave me her house and everything in it. And not just the house, though, but a number of cafes and restaurants that she had been managing before passing away. So right now, my job is managing them in her place. So, you were never a moneyless loser? Ah, and my brother is not over at our house right now. What? He's not here? And I have no plans of telling you where he's at right now. Where the heck is that guy ran off to? Natasha? Just in case you think you can get away with it, I suggest not going from here to the hospital he works at looking for him. What you did to him is nothing more than a private issue that resides between you two. So please don't start bringing other people into it and causing trouble for strangers. I know that. What the heck? If I can't find him to talk with him soon, he really is going to leave me. Natasha said that if she couldn't find Anderson soon, he really would leave her. But what she didn't know is that the divorce was already completed. What should have made that obvious to her was that the lawyer stopped by earlier to get her to sign the paperwork and then told her to stop trying to fight the divorce, as it was already finished. Apparently, Anderson had the lawyer turn that paperwork in the moment he got her signature. The following days after the divorce, Natasha and her friend tried to make a huge deal about how they should be given that massive house in the divorce. But as they stood outside Anderson's house making so much noise and chanting that the house was theirs, a black van pulled up from Natasha's parents' place, and 2 people dragged them inside the vans before driving away. And a month after that had happened, the money that Anderson was asking for in a settlement finally landed in his account from those 2. Nobody has any idea where those 2 disappeared off to, but wherever they are, they must be having one difficult time. But hopefully, no matter how difficult it is for them, they are able to learn their lessons and change their ways.